See some love. It's love day. I'm sure people love out here on the court.
So yeah, this just happened. Cracked screen on my new 4K Apple TV remote. And I'm just thinking, Apple, what are you doing? You could have just kept this same material on the new remote and we wouldn't have issues like this. You could have made it the same size, have the touch area at the top, and we wouldn't have cracked screens. I mean, I have kids. My oldest daughter, she had the Apple remote, dropped it on the coffee table, screen shattered. And I'm just thinking, why would Apple make a product like this? I mean, I guess they were trying something new that go with the black to match the black Apple TV. But even still, this Apple remote had it for years. Nothing's wrong with it. They could have simply made this remote the same material as this remote. And I want to have a cracked screen. But you know what? To be honest with you, I went on the Apple app and I was about to buy another Apple remote to replace my broken one. And I went into the reviews. It has a 1.5 star rating out of 72 reviews. And we got broken screen, horrible junk, shatters, same shattering problem, bad battery, hard to use, shattered, disappointing, worse remote, fragile, drop once and shattered, my favorite, hot garbage. I mean, and it just goes on and on. You have a couple of 5 stars here, but those people probably don't have kids, probably haven't broke their Apple remote yet. That's why. And I did say yet, put the emphasis on that word. And the list just goes on. But in my search for a new remote, I was thinking I have multiple items in my living room that could use a remote. You know, my TV, my Apple TV, my receiver for my cable, some smart lights, you know, various items. So I was thinking, let me just find a universal remote control. And this is what I found. This item right here is a smart remote from a company called 7Hugs. Now, don't get me wrong, this is not a cheap remote. And to be completely honest with you, the front's probably made out of glass as well. I hope not, haven't unboxed it yet. But I still wanted to get this remote simply because I'm a sucker for tech, especially new tech. This was just recently released, I think earlier this year. It comes in a white and it comes in a black. And when I was shopping on Amazon, they didn't have it, but they did have it on Best Buy. And I think I'll try to put all the links down below. It might just be a Best Buy link because I don't think Amazon carries this yet. And if they do, I'll put that link in the description as well. But anyways, it comes in a white and black. Like I said, this remote is $300, but I found the black one on Best Buy and I found it for $200. So I was like, okay, what's the difference between the white and the black? The black's $200, the white's $300, but they're the same exact remote from what I gathered. And so I picked it up for $200. So what this does, this is one remote that will pair with over 650,000 devices. You have an app for it. You can find it in the App Store or the Google Play Store. What comes in a box, the smart remote, smart base, power adapter, and 3-room sensors. The features and technology, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, infrared learning, haptic feedback, find remote button, indoor positioning system with like pucks that you place in that certain room where that remote is basically going to live. One-touch animation, magical control, endless customization because it has various screens that you can just flip to depending on what you're pointing at. And so I was sold immediately as soon as I found this one. And I can't wait to open this up and get this out and use this. So let's go ahead and unbox this real quick. Trusty orange box cutter. What up, big? The box is pretty nice. Smart remote by 7Hugs. So inside the box, when you first open it up, you have the remote sitting right here on top. Take that out. Let's set that to the side real quick. And then underneath, we have the charging base. And it is USB Type-C. And it has a pretty nice weight to it. I like that. Okay. You also have some important information, user manual, whatever. You have your power cable as well. And that's about it for that. And then underneath, you have, let's do this. I think this is the user manual right here. It shows you simple step instructions how to set this thing up. And then you also have your 3 pucks on the inside. You'll hang these pucks up in the room. And then so when you have this remote, you will point it at what you want to look at, and it will the screen will automatically adjust. Like, let's say I'm pointing it at the Apple TV, it'll pick up the Apple TV. I can pick on the Apple TV, and then if I want to move to the TV, I can swipe the screen and it'll move to the TV. I mean, possibilities are endless with this. And I even saw a YouTube video that if you point it, let's just say you point it at your front door, it could call an Uber for you. That's how versatile this remote is. I mean, it's just endless. But let me go ahead and set all of this to the side and let's get back to this remote and talk more about this remote. Okay, so it is wrapped in plastic when you open this up. So let's go ahead and take this off real quick. Always a satisfying feeling to unwrap a new tech item. And here is the remote right here. I don't know where the on button is. Maybe I need to, let me go ahead and throw it on the charger real quick and see if that'll work. So I'm about to place this on the charger and let's see if it comes on at that moment. There you go. It's turning on. It's starting up. It says, "Hello world." I like that. Getting started. You have at the top, you have your Wi-Fi signal. Get started. So it's touch screen and it does look like it's all glass, but the backside is rubber. Looks like it's like a shock resistant type rubber. First steps is to set up to the Wi-Fi. It automatically looking for signals. I'm going to quickly set this up. And if you see right here, it turns into a keyboard. I mean, the possibilities are endless. This is pretty much just like a smartphone, but it's for your TV. I'll put this password in and see what's going on. So I'll put my password in, connect to Wi-Fi. Okay, it says place smart remote on charging dock for software updates. So setting it on the dock, and right now it says updating system. So while that does that, let me go ahead and open up the app. I already downloaded the app. I haven't set it up yet simply because this is my first time taking it out the box. So let me go to start setup. First name Nicholas, last name Turner. Okay, next. Email address. Probably gonna bleep this part out. Continue, looking for smart remote. And it's in my firmware is updating, it's installing on the remote control, and it's looking for, okay, so it can't find it because it's installing. So let me go ahead, let this finish installing, and then I'll come back and reconnect the remote to my phone. So now it's done updating. It says add everything you want to control using your smart remote. Well, before I do that, I'm going to finish setting up the app. So I'm gonna retry, looking for smart remote. There we go. We have it right here. Smart remote found. I'm guessing it's the only one. Click on it. Next, connecting to smart remote. Connect smart remote. Enter the security code displayed on the smart remote screen. So let me go ahead and do that. Connection secured. Continue. Loading your experience. I don't know if you add all the services to the remote or through your phone. It says, super, your smart remote has been added. Okay. Edit home. Okay, got it. Add devices. Okay, so you add devices and services on the app. You probably can add them through the remote too, but I'm just going to add them through the app right now. AV scenes, control group of audio/video devices together. Home scenes, so you can adjust all the lights, and then you have settings at the bottom. Carousel display order. I have nothing in there, so that's when you're flipping through the screens on the remote, which ones you use the most. Home scene display order, same thing. AV scenes display order, date and time. We'll go with the standard 12-hour units in Fahrenheit, even though my wife does like Celsius. Background picture. Okay, so I could add background pictures to this. Some of these, I'll pick that out later. And help and support, share feedback, visit our store, and legal. So add your first device or service. Infrared devices, TVs, game consoles, speakers, Blu-rays, projectors, audiovisual devices, set-top boxes, and services. So that's pretty much it for the app and my remote control. I'll try to get some more close-ups right here. So what you see right here, you have your home screen. Add everything you want to control while using the smart remote on the home screen. You got your settings. You got your settings right here. Wi-Fi tells you what Wi-Fi. Point mode, you can turn the point mode on and off. Make sure your charging base and room sensors are powered on and in direct line of sight with the smart remote. So that's when these come into play. You have your point devices, so it can actually pick up what you're pointing at. I guess you don't have to use these if you don't want to. I'm not too sure about that. You also have software update, erase all, and about. And you got point mode activation. Activate point mode via smart remote settings. Create a location for at least 2 items. To learn a location for an item, press and hold the item icon. You have your battery up top. Let me go ahead and add something to this so that you can actually see what this is talking about. So I'll be right back. I'm gonna go set something up and I'll be back. Okay, so I just got done setting up some devices onto this remote. I got my Apple TV, I got my Fios box, and I have my LG TV. Now the good thing about this is that, like the time of old when you have to set up codes with new remotes to look for your TV, it automatically does it for you, and it'll keep testing out codes to find the right code to pair this with your TV. So inside the app, all I did was click the button, add a new device or service, picked which one I want. So I went to infrared devices, found my TV. It'll tell you what device location, North America. I searched the different brand and LG came up. LG came up once I hit the complete list, or I typed it, or you can type it in at the top, and it'll tell you, once you click on that, it'll tell you to finish the process on the remote. In the remote, it'll just show a power button. You click on the power button, the remote, and then it'll go through different other functions like channel up, volume down, display, and then it's automatically paired. It literally took me probably about 15 to 20 seconds to pair this remote to my TV. Same thing with my Fios box and the Apple TV, and they work. I mean, they work just fine. I didn't set up any different services yet or any Wi-Fi devices. I'll probably do that a little bit later. So for now, that is it. So the only thing that I will have to go back to my factory remote for my TV is, because my TV is a smart TV and you can use the arrow with the remote on the TV if I wanted to. But if I don't want to, I can simply just use all of this and not worry about the arrow, because when I do have the arrow up, I eventually just use the directional pad to pick what I want, and I don't use the mouse feature on the TV. But the nice thing about this remote is that when you go to your TV, say I have my LG TV set up on here, if I move the screen over this way, it'll go to different features, more features of that remote control. So you got the number pad, you have how many inputs that are on the TV. It shows all your inputs on the TV. It'll show your channel up, channel down, volume, fast forward, pause, all that stuff. And then it'll have your directional pad and all your additional buttons on here. So it shows every single button that's on there. I mean, it's just a little bit of a learning curve pretty much to figure out exactly what the buttons do, because you get so accustomed of using one remote, and then you switch over to another remote, you have to adjust to that. And inside the app, you can adjust what items on the carousel show up first. And there are over 650,000 devices that this can connect to. Lights, it can order an Uber, and if you go on the website, it'll show you everything that is compatible with pretty much all brands of TVs that have infrared signals to them. Set-top boxes, Xbox, PlayStations, any gaming console, you can control it from this remote. And I like it because, yes, I don't think this screen is glass, so I have to retract my previous statement, I think this is a plastic over top of the screen. The only thing that I would wish, they could have made this remote maybe just a little bit bigger, I think. Nonetheless, I'm not upset about that. That's pretty much it. I ran through the quick installation. I set up some products, and the only drawback for me, the size was bigger. It would be the perfect remote, to be honest with you. So far, this is just my first impressions of the remote. I'll probably make another video on this in about a month to come back and let you know exactly how this product is, how I feel about this product at that time. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna have fun using this product over the next month and coming back and telling you exactly everything that I end up setting up with this and how these pucks work and if it's worth it. But for right now, first impressions, unboxing, straight out the box, to me, $300. If you're in the market for a new remote and you have the money for a $300 remote, this is definitely worth it. As I said, I have put the links in the description down below. If this is your first time here, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. And don't forget to smash that bell icon so you get notifications on when I drop my latest tech videos. My name is Nicholas. Thanks for watching the Tech Love channel, and I'm out. Peace. Just waiting, just waiting, just waiting, just waiting. I always wanted to do it on camera.